And today, I'm going to talk about snitching. Snitching is a big deal in the culture. And this, of course, comes on the heels of what's happened recently with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And more specifically, not the case that he had with Treyway, but more specifically, him calling out Snoop Dogg, and then Snoop Dogg's response, and then a whole lot of other rappers putting in their 2 cents. So I just want to kind of iron it out, see what you guys think, and give you my 2 cents. So let's go ahead and start with, and for now we're going to go ahead and keep it. For now we're going to go ahead and keep it into the hip, as it pertains to the hip hop community and the culture as a whole. But I'm going to try to stay on topic, and then I'll get into it a little bit with how some other areas. Okay. So what comes to mind is Lil Bibby, obviously from Chicago. And Lil Bibby says, you got to watch guys that, something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing here. Lil Bibby says, you got to watch guys that, something to the effect of agree with or talk about 6ix9ine or agree with 6ix9ine or something like that, right? And in his world, because I do believe Lil Bibby to be a real one, right? Sure, I absolutely agree with that. Street code, the criminal world, street life, gang life, the whole deal. Yeah, that makes sense. But here's the thing, also on that, is if you're a gangster, if you're connected, if you're a mob guy, if you're any way, shape, or form really tied into the criminal element in the criminal world, how do you expect a civilian or non-gangster to follow the G code, right? That is what has always perplexed me about this whole situation. In situations like it, people are quick to say, well, so-and-so ratted, so-and-so's a snitch, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but were they a gangster? Were they part of that criminal life? Did you have a real reason to think that their loyalty was going to be to you? Did you have a real reason to think that they would take the bid for you, take the bullet for you, do the time for you? I'm just saying, right? Because all things equal, that has to be in there some kind of way. And you have to be a guy that would reciprocate, if necessary, that same behavior. So a lot of times I think people just throw, oh, he's a snitch, he's this, he's whatever, and don't really understand the rules that go by it. You know what I mean? Now, that's not to say there's not, whether you follow those rules or not, that's not to say that there's not consequences for those actions. Like, Tekashi's going to have his day. It's coming. He's not a gangster, but that doesn't mean he's not going to suffer the consequences for his actions. And those are 2 separate issues, so let's not get that confused, right? There's always consequences for your actions, right? If anything, his biggest mistake was, and I've said this on another video,